Here we go. Here we go, boys. Things are actually happening right now. It has been months of nothing. Last week, we had a little bit of spice move in. We had moves from the Bank of Japan. We had 𝐻𝐵𝐻𝐼's final FOMC. And while last week was okay, it wasn't bad, it was a good start, this week is picking up the torch where last week left off. May is blasting on the scene here. Absolute momentum, absolute power. We're seeing it's such a good sight. Such good things happening right now. We have a lot of interesting charts to look at, a lot of potential trades for today. So thanks for joining us. It's Monday, and you're here with the Crown Crew. If you could, hit the like button for me. No, don't if you could. I don't know why I always say if you could. You can and do. Hit the like button, subscribe, share out the stream. There's going to be some alpha on this one. So lock in, boys. It's Monday. Let's put in the work today, and we can just ride that work for the rest of the week. That's my plan. That's right. You're here. We can start, Wolf. I was waiting. Brent, I have been honestly just like complaining or bitching for like weeks about how it makes no sense. Oil is not at all-time high. The Strait of whatever, Hormuz, is open, closed. It's a Schrodinger Strait. It's open, it's closed, it's blockaded, it's not blockaded, it's at war, we won the war. Bottom line, it's not open. It hasn't been open. We're going on 2 months now here of about 30% of the global supply of oil basically at a standstill. We have the UAE leaving OPEC for self-interest, aka, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on there. And all the conditions are right for oil to explode. Brent right now retesting our yearly high up at 120. We saw this last week. We had a very gentle pullback into a higher low, and here we are retesting the high. I think Brent is looking to test all-time highs in May. In May. It's not so much of a ballsy call anymore, is it? It was ballsier a while ago. That's 135, and honestly, I think we can see it move higher. I don't think 135 is the ceiling at all. That's just back to all-time high. Maybe do some moon math on there. What does the world look like if oil trades to like 190 or like 220? I don't really know if I want to know, but unfortunately, I don't get a choice. We are watching oil. This looks absolutely gnarly, completely gnarly, but it's not even the most interesting chart to me right now. Of course, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, something like that. What's up, Stymie? Of course, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. But we have some other interesting things. The canary sang this morning. Bitcoin, I believe, is going higher today and into this week. Microstrategy actually paused their buying this week, I think, for earnings, and we see them breaking out. Strategy literally breaking out from last week's high, trading at 185. What the hell was that noise? What was that? Maybe it's one of these exchanges. Did you guys hear that? That creeped me out. What was I? Microstrategy trading at 185 today, putting in that higher high, painting a bullish formation here. Microstrategy moving up. I don't know real. I guess I know why. I guess we can kind of logic it together, but it seems to either lead into a Bitcoin rally or suggest bullish strength. Either way, we are still kind of where we were at last week. After painting a higher low here, similar to oil. It's interesting. A lot of charts look like that. MicroStrategy looking to retest that descending high trend. That'll put it somewhere in the low 200s, like 205, 206. A rejection from there, I honestly think is like pretty likely. I love Bitcoin. Purple bull on Bitcoin, guys. Strategy, I just don't really I guess I don't understand all the magic voodoo that they do. I don't really understand why you would buy it over Bitcoin unless it was in some kind of account that can't buy a Bitcoin, but it can buy strategy. To me, it seems like a inflating asset of supply where the price like shouldn't track with Bitcoin forever. Like maybe move up with Bitcoin when it moves up and down with Bitcoin when it moves down, but not in tandem for, I don't know, forever. I don't want to ramble about this too much, but I think the play here, this is starting to look good. It really is. There's a lot of inefficiency on the way down on this chart. Strategy basically fell from 300 all the way down to 100. It took a little pit stop here. That is the area we have already taken back on strategy. It is looking really good. entry for a position is going to be difficult. I think the long opportunity is probably gone here, as the upside to that trend line is not that much. Maybe any long open can look to take profit around 205. A short could be played there, something like that. But it's starting to get hard to bet against this chart. Let's invert it. When we flip this chart upside down, it reminds me so much of just like bull market tops. Remember, it's inverted, so maybe it's describing a bottom. We have the push up, the failed rally, and the loss of the low breaking structure. You can call this inverted head and shoulders, or at least the beginning of one, maybe. You can call it really just any kind of pattern you want. Doesn't really matter what you want to call it. But this is definitely something that is showing weakness and looking to move down. Fortunately for holders, that's looking for a move up. This higher low really cements the strength. And you guys saw, I doubted it. We had a really great play on strategy from 100 to 170. That played out like a miracle. But as we got here and turned around, I did not expect a higher low to hold. This move today is very telegraphing. It's very interesting. This has caught my attention and my energy, and it's nice. It's nice to be back, baby. It's nice to be doing something with charts here. It's not a terrible thing. I did get some bad alerts, which I'll share with you guys in a little bit. But let's look at corn again. The bitty corn. We all need to just like pool our energy together, Goku style, and we need to spirit bomb the bears. The bears are absolutely in trouble here, at least for the short term. Bitcoin's price action over the last 12 hours feels like more old school Bitcoin. Less of the really tight sideways movements. We are starting to get these bigger, kind of looser unraveling moves where we see big upsides, big downside moves. Bulls are stepping in and bringing price back up. Remember, this is also off the first week where Microstrategy hasn't bought any Bitcoin. Man, I hope that mystery unfolds at some point. We're going to learn something about strategy and their holdings or something. I don't know. It seems weird, right? Either way, after this sell-off into the morning's news with something to do with a tanker, I don't know, a tanker was hit, or maybe it wasn't hit, or like at this point, I don't really know who we like would trust to like accurately report to us what the hell's going on in the Hormuz Strait. But on that news, Bitcoin dropped pretty hard. It was looking really good into yesterday, into the end of Saturday, Sunday's close, and this red candle really came in and reminded me of old school Bitcoin. It's like we made a move up. We have this sharp move down, but it's absorbed by the market and price is sent right back up. And what we're seeing here is basically a retest of that high earlier, a nice fair value gap, potentially painting on the hour here. It's really taken on a little bit different energy. It is really, really good to see this energy coming from a very specific point. People did not like this trend line. People said this trend line was just arbitrarily placed. No, my friends, I never arbitrarily place trend lines. I'm a chart wizard, man. We put them exactly where they're supposed to be. After retesting that descending trend from all-time high, tested as resistance, rejected, tested as support, held, we now have a higher high in this whole structure. The whole structure is now higher high above that trend line. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely what we wanted to see. Doesn't mean we go back to all-time high. God, I hope so. That'd be amazing. I would love to see the 4-year cycle wrecked completely and everyone caught off sides, but we'll take it one day at a time. But it does put on the table some upside targets that are probably no surprise to anybody here. We've been looking at these forever. These targets were getting kind of more and more boring as time went on. It was just like, oh, 84, hurrah. They don't feel that good, but once they start coming, they can all start moving quickly, and we can see cascading liquidation effects, squeezes, etc. Now that we've traded past April 27th's high, we can use our Fibonacci extension. That's going to give us the top of this box here, 84.3. This is a great target. I still have a little piece of this long open. You guys, I took half of that profit the other day. Don't really regret it. I think that was a really good move. Opened the 7th, closed half the 18th of April. Here we are at a higher high. This long now 700% up. I took about 1,500 of profits. It got about $2,000 now of unrealized. And since the beginning, I guess actually I have this higher. I was going to say since the beginning, I've had it at 84. I guess not. I've had it at 87. 87. It's still a partial. Maybe I'll move that to 84. That kind of like pops my bubble here. I was going to say I've had my take profit at 84 the whole time. I guess not. 84 is the target we've been waiting for, honestly, since January, the beginning of this year. Bitcoin CME was a big player over the last year, maybe. I don't know, a big player. But it became really kind of irrelevant over the last few months as we were range bound. We would open a gap, we would close it right away. It would only be a few percent away from price. Like, it wasn't really big or interesting. But we're finally turning around to that late January gap, and that's at 84.1. 84.1, great spot to look to take profit. Like I said, I should probably mess with this. Stop loss is in profit. I should just move that stop up, huh? Oh no, I have the stop moved up to 73.4. Good. Take profit. So 84, do like 84.1. 84.1, just like the CME gap. Make it easy. I'll close half of it. I'm just going to keep closing half of it. Feels right. 84.1. There it is. 84.1. I'm going to leave that. That's feeling good. It's feeling very good. But looking to close that CME gap, this is just a easy peasy place to look. What is doing really well and feeling really good about this rally is the kind of, I don't want to say price is ignoring. It's not ignoring the November low. Where is this? Why can I? Oh, okay, this fib is making it look weird. It's not ignoring the November low. We have tested it, and we have seen even on low time frames a reaction to this November low. The good part of this, or kind of the feeling good part of this, is that we didn't get smashed, right? When we zoom in, I just put this green trend line. This is right at November's low. We didn't get like destroyed. This could have absolutely happened, especially off that move earlier today. That absolutely swept liquidity after testing 80.5. We've moved back up, and now we're painting a higher low on low time frames. Like, Bitcoin looks like it wants to retake 80.5. November's low, like, once we can close a day above that, the upside targets get so much more reasonable, so much more in reach. That should be a major resistance, but maybe unsurprising, it isn't really acting like one. I think that there's a reasonable explanation for that, which I can tell you guys. This is my gandering, speculating, is typically we don't see this happen. We don't typically see this happen. If you look back in other bear market rallies, other bear market drops, right? Let's just point out January, for instance. January didn't make it back to November's low, to the early November low. It got close, but it didn't actually back test. It didn't hit 80 or 98.8. Came close and then fell down. We did fully test the previous support as resistance here. And if you look back, it really doesn't happen that much. It's not something that we have seen consistently or fits really, I don't know, in the bear market picture. If we're looking for everything to just repeat and be the same, it doesn't fit. I'll show you. Here you go. In 22, January's low, 32K. We fell down, and you can see the same kind of thing happened. Price rallied, but was unable to make it back to that previous support. Came shy of it and dumped. It actually, I think, happened again. Technically, it happened again. This got really close. Into June's dump, into August. Really, really close. Didn't test it, fell lower. Basically, what we're seeing is price action that hasn't happened in many years. I'd say maybe outside of the bear market bottom. Does that mean it's the bear market bottom? God, I hope so. That'd be awesome to say. Be an amazing feeling, amazing turn of events. But that's a little bit ahead of ourselves. What I'm saying is the back test of the previous low was unseen until the bear market was over in the last run. The most recent drop in January, same thing. We didn't see that back test. Here we are. This is one additional just divergence, an additional like element aspect on this chart that is not following that neat and clean movement from the previous market. And that is what we want. It's what we're looking for. It is, even for a perma bull like me, too much to say, oh, this is, this changes everything and we're going to all-time high now. Even for me, I want to say those things, but these moves are bringing us closer and closer into that reality. And in fact, we aren't that far away at this point from being able to realistically say this is starting to look very different. Any meaningful trading up here separates this pretty significantly from anything we've seen in a bear market and is more reminiscent of early bull markets. Does this low make sense according to the rest of Bitcoin's chart history in bear markets? No. Does it make sense according to the 4-year cycle and the timelines? No. It doesn't fit in anything. That's what makes it so dangerous. I want to say that this rally has not really sparked sentiment enough yet, so we do need to be aware of that. If we see a big move on Bitcoin and all of a sudden everyone's bullish, which may already be happening, we should be careful. We know that game, especially during a time where we've been in a downtrend. When you have a big rally and everyone starts to be like, we're good now, it's usually not a great sign. In fact, we have a poll going in the chat right now. Please take a moment to vote in that poll. Let us know if you think this is a real rally or if this one will fail like all the others. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Also, I'm going to get to the chat in a minute, guys. Keep hyping it up. I appreciate you letting me get through this. The pieces that we're building. Yeah, so the backtest of the previous all-time high, now moving to November's low. If we can move into this 80,000, even just 84, like we were talking about with the CME gap, we're making progress that we have not seen in a bear market. And that does begin to suggest uncharted territory. I'm going to hold saying this definitely until this candle resolves, until we see above 80.5, because I think it would be a fair statement to say this is a lot like all the other bear markets. If this is the top, if this is the top of the movement and we just reject here at 80.5, break down to another leg, it just looks exactly like all the other bear markets. We just maybe got a little bit higher as we like retrace, as we corrected on to the upside on the way down. But we're so close. We are so freaking close that it is very exciting. I have a band-aid because my thumb was bleeding at the gym. Take that shit off. Let me see where I was at. We have some altcoins doing some spicy things, and we have some altcoins doing some unspicy things. We'll look at 𝐬𝐶 here in a little bit. Long story short, on the last stream, we were looking for a move to 500. If 𝐬𝐶 could take 386, it took it. Rest is history. Just looking for that move to just under 500. I'm not going to be looking for all-time highs on 𝐬𝐶, mostly because all-time highs on 𝐬𝐶 are like a really silly number, like many thousands. But this can still be a healthy, a juicy upside move, and we can see what happens and how price reacts around the 500 zone. On the flip side, on the other side of Crapville, Litecoin against Bitcoin is actually not technically at an all-time low, at least not on Binance, where it traded even lower than it did. It traded even lower in October on Binance than it did on other exchanges. But on Coinbase, basically an all-time low. I'm not going to count these wicks, even though they are valid. I'm not going to really count them. Those look just kind of like illiquidity. Just no books there. But Litecoin right now breaking down under October's low. Just looking so garbage, unfortunately. Not what I wanted to see today. But I'll take it. If that means the rest of the space is moving, I'll take it. Poor Litecoin. At 687 sats, it is now trading lower on Coinbase than it did in October. And God knows, I mean, where the hell do you even look for support on that? Nowhere good. Honestly, this is just going to be very knifey in its pair against Bitcoin. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance rally as well right now. But this pair's going to be risky. I can't say I recommend it, even though I love myself some Litecoin. Can't say I recommend it. I'm going to be looking, now that we've broken that low, down more towards this 500 sat zone, which is a really sad place to be. It kind of sucks to think that I could have sold Litecoin at any point. Maybe you guys can get value from this and maybe do better than me. I could have sold Litecoin literally at any point and rebought it, and would be doing so much better. But that's just the way it goes, right? There are other scenarios where, you know, I could have said that, and then if I had sold other coins, I would have missed out on gains or whatever. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourselves up. I'll beat myself up, though. Yeah, Litecoin, there you go. Commiserating with you guys, just getting slaughtered. Dude, it's still at $55. After all this time, man. $55. Hit it. It hit it in July of 2017. Almost 10 years ago, it hit $55 for the first time. Rip me. Rip me. It's okay. One more big chart. Let's bring it back in. I was getting a little more winged. What? No, not winged. Yeah, a little more winged. Red Bulled. A little more kind of winging it there, bringing it back into the topics. Here is the biggest chart potentially. I warned you guys on Monday last week about the Bank of Japan making interest rate moves, doing fiscal policy before the FOMC. There was no interest rate change. It seems, here's what it seems. It seems that the Bank of Japan is really, really afraid to raise rates. I think that they're at a point where they know if they raise rates, their whole wealth effect is going to crumble. They're going to see this trade unwind. They're going to see the benefits of the yen carry trade unwind, and they can't risk that. So instead of raising rates, we are seeing something that I didn't even know that countries do, but I guess they do. They are doing like fiscal intervention. You'll never guess. You'll never guess where they're doing fiscal intervention. And you'll never guess how many times that they've done it now. It seems that April 30th was the first day while it was absolutely collapsing, the USD JPY. It was absolutely collapsing. Yen gained a lot of strength against the dollar. It began losing it again. It collapsed again. They did again this fiscal whatever, which I think involves like selling US bonds, right? Odd way to say manipulation. Oh, absolutely. Completely. Is it manipulation though when it's like a government, when it's like the national bank, like with their own currency? Yeah, I mean, it is. It's absolutely manipulation, but they're basically trying to defend it. They're trying to, I think they've offloaded bonds. I don't exactly know the extent of what they've done, but they're kind of acting like day traders at this point, and it's really weird, and it just can't end well, right? I mean, everybody here, maybe haven't been trading much lately, but everybody here is no stranger to trading, and trading at this scale, trying to defend the yen from the dollar seems like the ultimate degenerate GameStop meme coin like move that like maybe is going to work in the short term, but has no long-term plan, has no like real mechanism to like accomplish what they're doing. It's just trying to slap band-aids on it. And I think what we're going to see is we're going to see this continue to happen. I don't even have alerts here. They went off. But keep a really close eye. Watch for these big wicks again, as the Bank of Japan is likely going to be forced to intervene again. It's really wild stuff. This is a big factor probably in any big moves you've seen on bonds, on, I guess, U.S. stocks. Maybe U.S. stocks. We'll have to look. We'll have to look. But we are seeing, I don't know if it was a data error today. I got an alert that, where are you? The 2-year crossed 4%. Now, I guess it didn't happen. I saw people saying it was a data error. I don't know. But I have a feeling that the yield on these bonds is going to go up because I think the BOJ is offloading. I think they're offloading. I think that's going to force these higher. What's not so great, I called this weeks ago, about the 2-year, is that the 2-year is showing us that interest rate hikes are likely in the future. Over the course 2 years from now, the market expects the 2-year rate to be 4%. That's 25 BPS higher than now. We saw it signal earlier in March. It did relax back down to 3.75, which is our current like neutral rate. And now it's creeping back up. And as this USD JPY battle rages on, I think that we're going to see this creep up. And that's just not a good signal for those holding their breath for rate cuts. 10-year, 4.5, back to that March high again. Remember, every time the 10-year kind of approaches this high, every time it gets around here, around this 5%, I'll just make a trend line because it's probably good enough. But every time we've seen this, we have seen something big happen. We have seen some kind of like big, I don't know, change or move or something from the US government where they're clearly watching this and clearly do not want to see this move higher. With this higher low, it's kind of the theme of today. We see oil doing it. We see Microstrategy doing it. We see the 10-year yield doing it. Higher low after testing a high. We're about to see a lot of things break out this week, or I'll say this month. I truly believe we're going to see some craziness this month. There we go. Probably starting with Brent, I would assume. All right. That was most of what I wanted to talk about, I think. Just tabbing through charts here. Circle. Whoever asked about Circle, you got a great trade. Got a great trade, whoever was asking about Circle the other day. On Friday. Circle already up, what, 18%, 23% since we put this long there. Bonkers. It's looking good. Circle does look like it's gaining strength. The VWAP sitting at 130 is going to be the battle. Off a higher low here, though, I guess that's, again, the theme. We saw moves in March, pull back in April, and now they all seem to be returning here after painting higher lows. I have a feeling this month is not going to be boring. I think this month is going to be spicy again. Very spicy. Speaking of which, Bitcoin absolutely chilling right here at 80.5. Let's go. Okay. All right. Let me refresh the chat. No band-aids. All band-aids, baby. All right. Hello. Hello, friends. I see we have a few people watching today. How are you? What's up, Softshell? Coding Crypto Fitness. What's up, broski? Iran started firing drones and missiles. I did see that. People on X, like, I think Carl the Moon is who I saw. No, it was Mario Narwhal. Said that everyone in the UAE got an alert about potential missile attacks. Something. If Brent breaks out, won't the markets drop? Well, the dollar is probably going to gain. The S&P has already started dropping, so we may already be seeing that like pricing in a little bit. The S&P put a little pause on its all-time highs. And when I say that, I mean it spent today, intraday, not at all-time high. And at all-time high almost every other day. Will oil up? Will oil up mean everything else down? Maybe not everything else. Bitcoin seems all right with it. The implications of oil up is not good. Oil up, inflation up. Oil up, everything more expensive. But whenever inflation up, that means your assets go up too. So, yeah. Yay. I said oil prices, like gas prices at the pump are already at all-time highs. Awesome. Beautiful. Just wait till this breaks out. The gas prices are at all-time highs. And Brent isn't. Wait till Brent's at all-time high. We're gonna see some new numbers. We're gonna see some gas stations changing out their signage so they can have double-digit numbers. That's what I think is gonna happen. As long as the assets go up faster than inflation, that is the dangerous game we play, my friend. That is absolutely the dangerous game we play. Are we back, Dante? We're so back, baby. Let's go. Refinery in UAE hit confirmed. No way. That's wild, bro. I didn't see that. Adam Thomas, what do I think? That sounds like some kind of martingale strategy. If martingale kind of mixed with like a grid bot, I'm sure there are more details to it. How's that sound? It sounds like if you're not using leverage, it might be working out. I wouldn't mess with leverage on that. What's up, Hola Bololol? What's up, old rounder Crypto Stevo? What's up, brother? I see you every day here. Ace of Hearts. Who else is here? Andrew. Coding Crypto, I got you. Dante, Derek, Crypto Steve-O, David B, how you, Mr. Brum? DZE, Nigma, J Duff, Hola Bola. I think I said it right that time. Luke's raw. What's up, bro? What's up, Luke? Midwest Picker, Old Rounder, bro. Randy Greer, whoa. I need to fix this table, dude. I just like tapped it and everything's flying around. RJB, Nasty Nate, what's up, man? I see you. Who else did I miss? HDJ Pick, what's up, dude? Bullish Mike, he's here. He's always here. Derek Merrill, I'm pretty sure I got you, but I could never miss you. Shrink Tech, Skating Horse, Soft Shell, Pickle, Tom 𝐂𝐚𝐫𝐿. I know I've said your name right, and I feel like I've also said your name wrong many times. What's up, Victor Patel? What's up, my friends? What are you guys thinking? What are you thinking? For some reason, I can't see the... I don't like how YouTube's doing this. YouTube's like putting the poll and stuff down here now. I don't like that formatting. It's weird. What's up, Nature? Let's see what the poll is saying. 177 votes. This rally will fail like all the others. Let's go. Let's go. That's the sentiment we need. We need this rally to fail like all the others. Straight up. If we're going to have a real rally, it has to feel that way. It cannot be a rally where people are like, this is going to work out. If we feel that way, it's not going anywhere. I like it. Keep it berry. Keep it real pessimistic. And then just be pleasantly surprised, right? That's my plan. What's up, Jay? Cavalaria. Revenge short until the end of the summer. Get it, Color. Get it, bro. You tell that market. Teach that market who's boss. You got it. The dollar does seem to be bouncing again off of a major descending trend here. Not quite as major as Bitcoin's. Likely baking in that oil move right off that trend line. It has been tested multiple times, though, so I'm losing confidence that I think this is going to hold. The more we test this descending trend, the more it's looking like it's going to break. Right there. Let's move this over. Boop. Green Day in response to the oil move, of course. This might as well just be like oil all-time high watch party. Maybe I'll add that to the title. Because, dudes, it's about to go. I'm going to add oil. There we go. Add net. That'll net us zero more viewers. That's okay. No, it will net us more viewers though, guys. If you're here, please hit the like button. Like the stream. Share it out. Vote in the poll. Chat in the live stream. Send emojis, do whatever. Engage with the live because it helps YouTube know you're enjoying it, and then it will show it to more people. The more hype, the more energy, the more momentum we get in here, the better the stream will do. And it's not placebo. It really works. What's up? I thought it was a good idea. Good to see you, man. Send something in the chat. That's my guy. I see you every day putting in the work. Appreciate you. What's up, Peach? Peach. Sunglasses, no sunglasses, normal shirt, tank top. Scandisk Nimoy here. Reporting in, my guy. You are flying. You are flying. We'll pull up Scandisk in a minute. Let's see. What's up, Joe Powder? Berries are so sweet. Ventuals. What are ventuals? Trade the expected valuations per IPO companies. Okay, ventuals. Now, I've never heard the term ventuals, though crypto exchanges have long pre-traded things. For example, Pi, the coin Pi, was traded on exchanges. When I say traded on, their contracts are IOUs. They're not the real asset. That's pretty common. I think that it is probably a bad idea, right? Honestly, the exchanges you named, I don't really use because yeah. But basically, you're just like speculating. It's just a speculation. Oftentimes though, the markets, when they do that, and I've seen like with Picoin and things before, often though, the markets are pretty efficient at seeking out that price. When you see them open and begin trading, depending on what it is, they can be pretty accurate. So you bought 50 gallons 4 weeks ago. You got a reserve 50 whole gallons, man. You don't have to fill that tank for, I don't know how much you drive, but like a whole day. Randy, the poll says Bitcoin's going higher. Yeah, baby. Engaging, thank you. Soda Tiki. Hype, 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 and interaction. Quinn, I can't see your picture. Can't tell. I was gonna say, no, I'm just gonna say thank you, Quinn. I was gonna say, bro, I can't really tell by the picture though. It's too far away. Thank you, really far away image. Very tiny person in the background. What else is good? What are we missing? Engagement. What's with the left thumb? What do you mean the left thumb? What? You trolling me, Flajutabus? Total 3 divided by Bitcoin. Getting to major levels. We can take a peek at that. Put the right on the wall. This is leveraged, yes. You got to talk about we're not using Hyperliquid. Because, dude, it's like so many steps and shit. I don't know. I know that DEXs are the future of trading, period. They just, I mean, I've been saying this since they came out. So eventually, you know, I'm going to be wrong. But they just aren't there yet. The liquidity isn't there yet. The like, there isn't a huge pool for me to use them versus a centralized exchange. Yes, the self-custody is awesome. That's obviously why it's the future, but it's until it's as like seamless as a centralized exchange. I don't know, dude. Also, don't I have to have a bunch of soul and shit to trade on there? I don't know. It's a pick from 20 years ago holding the big fish out guy. Really far away guy. It's the same as futures, yeah. The pre-IPO things. They're just like IOU contracts. Obviously, because what else would they be? Getting gas on the Gemini card, 4% Bitcoin. Yeah, I have the Coinbase one. I've been using that. Stacking sats. I like that. Liquidity isn't great. Yeah, exactly. What up, Virtual Angelo? Watching since I didn't have a beard. Yeah, bro. Well, I'm going to turn into an old man in front of you guys. We're all crypto bros. Embrace it. Where this is the curse we've chosen. Any good altcoins running? 2.01 Cal says Ondo is running. Let's pull up CoinGecko. Because honestly, methinks that oil is about to be running. That's why I have it pulled up. Okay. All right. Well, you said any good altcoins. So I don't know about good. I don't know if they're good altcoins, but there's some with some green. Dash is up, having quite a little day. Having quite a little day indeed. I know someone was looking at this, and I was probably being pessimistic. Oof. Ooh. All right, one thing off the bat, don't love. This is Dash on the day. Something I don't love here is that test. That test of the high trend, wicking back down intraday. That just makes it a rough chart to look at right now. But the positives here, Dash putting in higher low after a higher high. So low, higher high, higher low, higher high. That's a nice uptrend. Even if you reject here, you might be looking for another higher low, maybe at like 41, 42. It seems to love that level. That may give you an entry. You might be looking for higher. I hate when I pull up a chart though and it's like right there and it's like already reacted or it's like right there at resistance, because it makes it so hard. To take a long on something like this is just very high risk. You can easily see this jump down many percents. Although, yeah, I mean, that's 12% to there, but 30%. You can easily see this just fall right back down. This is a higher risk, higher reward play. If I was going to play this as a long, which I probably wouldn't, probably be looking like something like this. Like 46. Stop going to be pretty tight, maybe just under 45, and then looking for a play to the upside. The much better trade that may not come, obviously looking for the retracement. Something that I have noticed for some reason, and I don't know why, and I know you guys are going to chime in and say, because it's a privacy coin. Dash seems to run with 𝐂𝐸. When 𝐂𝐸 moves, we see Dash run. It happened pretty much at every high on this chart in the last year. Don't really know why. Because we can say it's privacy, but there are so many privacy coins, and they don't have that relationship. They don't seem to run when 𝐂𝐸 is, so I don't know. I'd be very careful with 𝐂𝐸 in general. There was a lot of hype about it, a lot of like just FOMO-y promises and shit from names that people trust. And those things just tend to punish people in general. when the movements aren't really organic, right? Organic, like the FOMO was synthetic, was like designed. Better trader is obviously going to wait for a lower entry, but Dash is making moves, man. It won't take much. I guess like just above 50 here, and Dash is off to higher numbers, off to much nicer levels. Did I put 2? There we go. Yeah, breaking out. It's just under 70, like 67. If you don't just immediately reject, 67 looking pretty juicy. There you go. Just make sure any kind of stop is tight here if you're looking to play this in the short term, because you're right at the trend. You're right at resistance. You've already reacted to it. You could just look. You could just return right back down to that supply or demand. Boom. But something to keep an eye on for sure. I see a bunch of like crappers I've never really seen before moving. I don't know what Siren is. I don't know what Sky AI is. I imagine they're kind of just pump and dumps. Ondo is up, like somebody said. Pull up Ondo. The Hondo. I don't know if you can call that up. Damn. It is up, though. Ondo is breaking out of its range for the first time since January, February of this year. It didn't trade to all-time lows, but God, it came very, very close. Down 20 cents. Now moving back up. Probably not looking for a long, same thing. Probably not looking for a long on that at the moment, but I mean, obvious level right back to this high that it's been such a fan of. Been a big old fan of this level. It's like 28 cents. $44, $49, 2 to 1. Yeah, I'll take something like that. Anything going on here with our moving averages right at the 20? That's of course scary. Should have looked on Dash as well. Whoa, look at that though. That's kind of crazy. High energy setup there. Big old juicy energy setup. A sideways price action that fails to break down. You see the 50, the 20, and the 100 all curled up so close to price. Price has already moved away from it. I certainly could see it come back and test. But that is some energy. That's looking to... It's probably looking to blow its load, be real. Probably looking to make a squeezy move. Maybe won't be sustainable. Maybe will. We'll have to kind of see what the broader market is doing at that point. But it's not bad. This is back on my radar. I'm going to put another alert. Back on my radar, baby. I haven't looked at Ondo in a while. What's up, God? We'll talk offline. Yeah. Build me a custom trading platform for Hyperliquid. All right, Luke. We'll talk. Shoot me a DM in Discord. By the way, great time to remind you guys, I'll never DM you. You always have to DM me on Discord, on X, on anything. I'll never email you. There are many, many scammers out there, probably Nigeria or North Korea, using my image and using my name to reach out to you guys and pretend, I don't know, try to sell you something or get you to send me money or send them money. It's all a scam. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a scam. I feel so bad for anybody who's been scammed. I'm sure it's happened. I know that, like, you know, at least one time someone's come to me and said they lost money. There's nothing I can do about it. I wish I was rich enough to just make everybody whole from them, but yeah, that's not my job. Nor do I have enough money to do that. So I got to be careful. Gotta be careful. It's not just me, it's everybody. It's all the crypto people. Anybody out there who's got a following, they've also got a scam following. Let's take a look at this. What the hell is Sky AI? It's going sky high right now. Just looking at it and doing no analysis, it's like in price discovery, so it's gonna be hard to nail down anything. You're at like 75 cents. Obviously a psychological level. Right above $1, you know, these are going to be basically what you have to work with. $1. We can use our fib tool to help us identify any highs that we might not see on the chart yet. And nothing. Nothing. Nada. 42 cents. Nope. A lot of downward wicks. Interesting. A lot of kind of like big slices down here, but we're still beyond, we're beyond that extension as well. We're right at this one. I'd be very careful. Wouldn't be super surprising to see this reverse here at like 75 cents. Just like $1. This is another psychological level. Just easy to comprehend number. It's also our 3 extension from this move recently for whatever that's worth. Our 1618 from the more recent move. I think that confluence is a little more, holds a little bit more weight. But man, this looks like it does want $1 though, doesn't it? Anybody trading this or anybody know what this is? Have any of this? Momentum on the higher time frames is, looks like it's lagging a little bit or slowing down a little bit. Not as visible on the day though. The day maybe still looking for more. I don't really know what to do with this chart other than set an alert and caution everybody. Jumping in now, probably a bad move. This has a history of long bottom wicks, so be careful on leverage. 50 cents. The last 2 or 3 days, we see resistance there. Not a bad spot to look for an entry. Nice psychological value again. Support holds at around 50 cents on this. You could probably look for $1. Probably look for that dollar move. Still get like 2.5 there. What else we got? Let me pull up the chat. What else am I missing? AXL. What's that, Trex? Short oil. You don't get why I'm not putting up the 𝐒𝐴 background for the beginning speech? The song or the... Which one, Ace of Hearts? Oh, I looked at an orange bandage over them. I did. I took it off. I just... Honestly, I'll be real. I like just picked at it and then it bled, and then I was at the gym and I must have like knocked the scab and it started bleeding again at the gym, so I put it on. This crypto move to AI, you'll be back. I think that is like so common though, and I feel like intrinsically Bitcoin has to punish that. Like Bitcoin just like must punish that. I feel like people were sidelined the entire rally, the entire bull market. People were sidelined. I think they ended up like buying in later, maybe around like 90, 100, and then I think they ended up selling largely after like the first move down, a lot of them. And I think we just saw more people sell. I don't think we were ever really back in. I don't think we really saw that money get back into Bitcoin at all since like the last bull run. Maybe that's why hype has been low. I feel like it has to be punished. I feel, like I said, I'm going to wait for 80.5. Let's see what happens here. I mean, like taking this level can be so significant and I can start getting more hopium-y, more this time is different-y. Because things can change there. But like, it just, part of me feels that if 100% is waiting for this next leg down, as we should, as literally the entire chart is pointing, we should be waiting for the next leg down. It feels like it just has to do something else. Maybe instead of actually, you know, breaking a mold of a bear market, like maybe it just needs to rally more until people get back in and say, oh, no, we're going back. And then it can be over and we can go down. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I would not short Bitcoin right now. It's looking fierce. It's looking fierce, bro. Like that test of 80.5, the higher low, coming in here, painting an inverse head and shoulders again on like the hour or on the 15-minute, on the 5-minute, retesting highs, lows coming up, dude. Looks good. Oil price depends on Trump's post these days. Yes, it does. It does. What's up, Tony Urban, my guy? T-Crown, welcome, Tony. This time it's this time, Peach. Peach, that's why you're on the payroll, buddy. Because this time it's this time. Most of your Bitcoin is under 20K, so dude, I mean, you slayed it. You slayed it. Hell yeah, Nimoy. I hope you don't miss the rally. I just feel like so many people pivoted, and it's not even just like retail investors. It's like even content creators, like ditched. They all ditched crypto. They all went into AI. They just chased the dragon, right? ScanDisk, all right. I can't look away. I cannot look. I can't look away from Bitcoin, dude. It's like about to break out. Like I feel like I'll put it up over here because I think it's about to break out, like any minute. Whoo. Whoo. Oh, man. Where did that go? I definitely had a long position at 1,000, but I know that I was like, this is not a great idea. Definitely had a long position at 1,000. I don't know where that went. We'll find it. 1432. Next stop, baby. Already tagged. 1275. Holy shit, dude. Nimoy, you're like my trading hero for right now. You have done so goddamn well with just this one stock. We've had good trades on it though. On the way up, we've to make no mistake, we've had some good moves here, but like, where's my gains, bro? It's a gains bear market for my portfolio. You know, things are at all-time high. There's never that much we can do with this chart. I've been saying that for a few days on ScanDisk. Gonna say it about some other stuff. Best we can do is look to high time frames, start spotting some like divergence or something. We actually don't have it. Potentially we have it here if we see a reversal this week. But so far, RSI pushing higher highs on the week. And when I say higher highs, I mean like 91. Beast mode. No F's given. Looking good. Ugh. I really think 1,500 is next. And then what? You know, we called 1,000. It doubled in a few weeks. It took 4 weeks to double. I call 1,500. At some point, the pony has got to stop. The show has to end, right? The trick here, in my opinion, is to, similar to Bitcoin in the past, is lock in some profits. As always, lock in some profits, but stay in. I mean, especially if you have a good entry. I think the error, though, is when you have a really good entry, really good entry, and you lock in no profits because you think, I have such a good entry. Why would I take any off the board? The trick to good trading, in my opinion, is learning that balance of just slowly eating away at those positions, just like taking pieces and locking them in. Because I have seen rally after rally after rally. So many big rallies where I had the mindset when I was newer to trading and investing of like, I have such a good entry. There's no point of taking. I'm just so in the green. It doesn't matter. And I have seen those go all the way back down. And so a lot of them are now red, right? I could have taken big profits. And the thing is, if I had just locked in something, that whole position wouldn't be underwater. The whole position would be green. If I just sold something, 5%, 10%, 20%, I'd still have the big bag. I don't think I'm going to recommend like aggressive profit taking on this one. But just as I said at 1,000 to take something off the table, I think you do the same thing at 1,400. And God, dude, if it hits 1,400 like this year, what the hell's going on? Like something crazy is happening. I don't even know what to do. WLFI, what's up? 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐿, what's up, my checkmark friend? Let me hear your channel. What are you doing? What's your YouTube? Vijay Krishna. I've seen you before. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, look at World Liberty Finance. WLFI, World Liberty Finance suing Justin Sun for defamation. That's an interesting move. That's an interesting move. Ballsy move to say that someone's defaming you after you rug from the president, from the Oval Office. Ballsy. WLFI is moving up after hitting an all-time low just 2 days ago. Basically, you are in the red if you bought at any point on this coin other than the last 3 days. And you can say, but bro, it's up so much. It's up 26% isn't even that much. It's up so much. Yeah, if you bought in the last 3 days, then you look back and say, if I had bought in the previous 250 days, but actually more than that, you're cooked. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Coins like this can bounce. They can bounce hard because the supply is centralized. Especially now, like Justin Sun's tokens are locked up or whatever, frozen. I don't even know how that's resolved. Showing that not only can they, but they are willing to freeze tokens. They can control the supply even greater, even more. And they likely will. They're likely to pump this through low liquidity, through low sell orders. And try to just whip up some FOMO, try to whip up some liquidity to sell into. Speaking of that, man, Bitcoin is just edging me right now, dude. It is edging. I told you, this is breaking. We're not going anywhere. This is going to break. Go. We need to spirit bomb. Everybody needs to put their energy, their chi together, so we can blast this bad boy off. I just would not touch this. I would not, honestly. I've been saying this since day 0. I would not touch any coin in this family. Trump, Milena, whatever, WLFI, whatever other coin, USD1, whatever else they come out with, I would not touch them. Period. I just think it's just going to be a losing battle. I think you're just going to lose your money. However, returning back to just the point where it fell, 7.5 cents. That's a little bit of a move from here. The 618 basically back to previous support from March at 9 cents. That's like a 50% move, 38% move. I mean, I can't even, like, it's like when I first was looking at Hex, I can't even unbiased look at this because I just have such low expectations of what it's going to do. If you're looking to get out of a position, 9 cents, just under 10 cents, probably possible. I would not doubt that you see a squeeze on this at some point, right? Maybe it looks like this. Maybe it looks like this. Break some kind of upside resistance and just snap back down. Bait in those buyers, bait in that liquidity and leave. I don't think that I don't believe that the all-time low is in. I think the lows will continue. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Wait, what? What's up, Geek Story? 81 max pain. 81 is max pain? Why 81? I don't know. 81 doesn't feel like max pain. I think I would agree that pain is upwards, but 81, that's, hey, we're at 81. 80.5 is not even 1% away from 81. Let me see. We can actually look at max pain. We can literally look at like expiration prices. I don't think though that expiration prices are like honestly like the max pain. They're just the max pain for those contracts. Max pain sits at about 80, 79, so we're above max pain right now. Into May, that dips down to 78, 79, 80 by the last day of July, and then down to 70K again. I guess I could show you what I'm looking at. 79, 79.5, 79, 79. You don't see 80 until July. And then it dips down at the end of the year. But here we go, baby. Here we go. Bitcoin breaking out. Brent's reverse. No, Brent. You're not allowed to go down, Brent. You have to go up. You have to go up. I don't know why. You just do. I don't make the rules. You look so juicy. You have to go up. Let's do that. Put that there. 20, dude. I was like bitching about this for weeks, saying I don't understand how this doesn't go to all-time high. Don't understand how it's going to sell off and be done here. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And then people were saying it's the most manipulated thing in the world. I don't know, like, all this stuff of like why it doesn't need to go to all-time high. No, dude, I don't think that this is something that they can turn dials and knobs and like get rid of. I think that this problem is like infected now. Its transmission rate is over 2. It's can't put it back in the box. At least not until you have clarity on just like global oil supply. Here we go. Microstrategy leading the way again, guys. This is spicy. Microstrategy literally breaking its daily high right now in this moment as Bitcoin knocks on the door. Knocking on that door. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They're both going to break out. Oh, it feels so good. Let's go. Let's go, boys. We're so back. I just need to say these things. I need to believe it. I need to say them. I need to believe it. Because I'm sick of it just being like, well, nothing's happened and it looks bad and we're probably going to keep going down and, you know, I'm sick of it. So now we're going up. Only up. When is that happening? Remember, didn't Coinbase bought 𝐂𝐫𝐲 NFT for like 25 million or whatever to restart the Up Only podcast. What happened to that? Did he ever do it? Certainly price didn't only up. Did he ever do that? Liquidation max pain? Fair enough. Can I tell you about Bitcoin behavior, Nikki? What would you like to know? I can try. I can do my best. I can do my best. I promise you that. Let's look at liquidations. Microstrategy continuing to push the daily highs out. Such a strong signal for Bitcoin. Incredibly strong signal for Bitcoin right now. I think Bitcoin's daily high is not in yet. I think 80.5 is getting taken here. Woo. Shorts getting their asses handed to them. Holy crap. In the last 4 hours, absolutely wrecked. Even the last 24 hours. I mean, 373 million. We're just so numb to these numbers because we've seen like billions and stuff before. Bitcoin is likely about to break out right now. What was I doing? I was looking at liquidation levels, really talking about max pain. Ew, I absolutely hate that. I hate this. What am I even looking at? That's too much. Do less. Liquidation map. Log in. CoinGlass, you promised me I'd never have to log in. Really? But you promised me I didn't never have to log in. No, they didn't. They never promised me that. I just made that up. Okay, let's see if that works. Liquidation map. There we go. Boom. Okay. Bitcoin exchange. Okay. One year, we'll look at zoomed out. See the biggest point of liquidations? It's about 77.2. 77.2. That's like not far from price. The biggest liquidation would be a downside move, at least at this point. You have a big old liquidation right at 81. You are correct, sir. And you see that bundled around that 81 point. On Hyperliquid, that number is actually really different on Hyperliquid. We see bigger liquidations to the upside. 85.3, right about that CME gap, is the third biggest liquidation point. Second biggest would be at 60,000. That makes sense. Down at the low from February. And then the absolute biggest liquidation event on Hyperliquid is just under 100,000. That tells a story. It tells a very interesting story, and one that is not actually seen through these other exchanges, which is kind of weird. Very weird, right? Unusual. I will give Hyperliquid that. I like it as a data source. Damn. 100K would be the ultimate fake out. Like 100K and then down would be the ultimate pain, I think. But hell, it's pretty painful right now. Ooh, liquidation max pain. Here we go. That's new on CoinGlass. Shout out to CoinGlass. They don't pay me, but shout out to them. Short max pain, 81. Maybe this is where you got that from. Long max pain, 79. We're at 80K, and it's going to tell me the max pain 79 to the downside and 81 to the upside. Thanks. Real helpful. Real useful information for the month. Okay. 81 to 79. Literally no change. Cool. 𝐒𝐲. I thought that would be more spicy. Bitcoin retesting the high right here. Beautiful strength being shown. Lows coming up. Retesting resistance. This is November's low. This is not just a random line on a chart. Let's do it this way. Not just a random line on a chart. Where is... There we go. Boom. Battling it out. Bears versus Bulls. Who's got the stuff, man? Let's go. The swing low in November brought us to 80.5 before we rallied to just under 99,000. Brought us to 60. Here we are, retesting. In this moment, we are retesting the high, boys. Send us your chi. Spirit bomb. Send us your energy. We need every bug, every ladybug, every old lady, every like, I don't know, whatever else was happening in that episode. It's been a while. to send the chi to Goku so that he can spear bomb the bears. Because we are retesting that previous support. And retaking this level, I cannot understate how important it is. Rejecting from here pretty much just puts us right back on the bear track. Holding 80.5, which is looking more and more likely as this is now our third test, is critical to continued upside. New all-time high possible in 2026. Holdable. Don't say things like that. Don't, to keep everybody bearish. Don't say things like that. No. This rally has to fail, like all the others. It's May the 4th. These aren't the droids they're looking for. This rally has to fail. It cannot succeed. Yamcha died. Yeah, rest in peace, Yamcha. Boo Saga was the best, dude. The Boo Saga was probably the best. Fight me. If you look at NVO, asks the lift 9950. Dude, I don't know if I can look away from Bitcoin right now, my friend. Paulo Boyle, how you doing, man? Don't fly into the sun. Too late. I'm flying into the sun. Filecoin, it's 𝐂𝐴LNCO. We can look at that. We can look at File, we can look at NVO, but man, right now in this moment, Bitcoin's literally battling it out. It's at the high. Microstrategy already breaking to higher highs. Just front running the whole thing, saying, watch me go. Watch me whip and watch me nay-nay, says Microstrategy. I'm not really sure why it would be saying those things, but it is, I guess. And it's saying that through interpretive chart dancing. Breaking new highs of the day. Bitcoin following. What's the actual highest high of this day? Say 80.6 from hell. That was like the first minutes of today. Wow. This has actually been a really spicy day for price action. Really spicy. Holy. It's been a while since we had one like this. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Just to remind us, 80.6 is actually the high of the day, though Microstrategy has broken higher. I think it's a leading signal. I think it's a good sign. Did well with whom, Pickle? Who you doing? Good game, underwhelming movie. Yeah, Max Payne. It was a good game. It was an underwhelming movie. Agreed. Not a hot take. The U.S. 𝐂𝐴𝐲. I cannot confirm this, but 𝐂𝐴𝐲 saying the U.S. just blew up 6 PT boats. Is that true? It really looks like breakout imminent. It does. I do not like, though, we're jinxing it. I do not like this reversal on MicroStrategy here. Bitcoin, of course, I don't like it, but we're still well within the bounds of this being a very bullish move still. We're not even really close to being under threat yet. Hardly a flesh wound. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Fight me. Still looking good. Retesting that high, cementing that the bulls are not done. We may see another higher low here before a break or another test of 80.5. But with that full test, I'm looking for a breakout, man. This flush being bought up this morning, to me, is Bitcoin saying I'm going higher. I think it's going to go higher like right now, like in the stream. Eat my shorts. YOLO, FOMO in. Yep, just do it. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Cheers. John Doe joining a pinch of spice. Ooh, false flags. It's doing something. We're doing something, bro. We've been doing nothing for long enough. We're doing something. So the fast boats, who owns those fast boats? Are they Iran's fast boats? This chair sucks. I haven't been able to get my real chair up here yet. I will. Were they Iran's boats? May the 4th be with you. God, I love Star Wars. Can Litecoin hit $60 in the rest of the year, Day? God, I hope so, man. Litecoin is like at all-time lows right now against Bitcoin on Coinbase. And just doesn't seem to stop. I think $60 is an incredibly reasonable ask for the end of the year. I think realistically, Litecoin, with very good confidence, God help me, like 80, somewhere. It's just down again at this bottom range. It likes to oscillate from here. Let's say like 78, 80, 88. Very reasonable. I pray much higher, but I've used a lot of my prayers on Litecoin. A whole mess of them. No, it's interesting, and this is not actually what I wanted to see, but you guys know I'm always real with you. I don't just cherry pick to, I don't know, to be right or to convince you of something. I'm always open and honest. This I don't like. I didn't expect to see this. Bitcoin versus M2 supply has been really boring and very much just tracking with Bitcoin USD over the last weeks. But there's a significant difference right now. Bitcoin versus the M2 supply actually has not tested that low from November. That is a deviation. That is a difference between the two. And it does, in my observation, suggest that this rally isn't actually quite as far along as we think it is. Because while price may be returning, it's reflecting more of like an inflation or like a currency weakness, etc., versus a higher valuation versus higher demand. But sometimes those things can feed into each other, and a kind of inflation-filled rally can turn into a real rally. We'll see. A pinch of spice. What's up, banana? You think you'll pump until the new Fed chair comes, then we dump? This is probably not a bad thought. The stream has no pump jams. You're right. You're right. There's been no pump jams. I'll turn on some pump jams. Turn up the pumps. Turn up the jams. I guess since we're waiting on the corn, yeah, I mean, gotta have something playing. Here we go. Bitcoin holding that low. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Let's get 𝐒𝐴 on, as I always end up playing. Let's see. It's just such a good go-to. Not that one. We've already heard that one. 𝐒𝐴. I know you've put out songs, but have you put out songs today? I guess 2 days ago. Well, we'll have to do. Shouldn't be loud, but watch your speakers. Weird. What? Here we go. How's that? How's that volume? Check 1, check 2. The Bulls are on parade. What's up, Crispy? Tom, I didn't see what you said. The U.S. sunk 7 Iran boats over the course of a few hours. Awesome. Great. Terrible. 7 more boats sunk in Pickle's tub. True. Let's go to the moon. James at the water cooler. What's up, man? I remember you. I think it's been a while, but I remember your name. I feel like you've been here, but not in the last year, maybe. Welcome back, brother. If you're just rejoining us after a hiatus, put something in the chat. Let me know. What's up, 𝐒𝐵𝐻? It's going down. Oh, yeah, it's going down, brother. It's going down. One way or another. Certainly going down. Oh, let's go. Glorious. Bitcoin, just go ahead, man. You have my permission. Just rip. No politeness. No back test. No, don't be slow. Just, you have my permission. Just rip it. Absolutely rip it. Yes. Looks like it's coming right back here. In the mix with 𝐒𝐴. Meet me on the charts. It's going to circle making you money. Yep. Well, I don't know if you were here the other day, Echo Leaf. We had a nice little trade ski on the old circler. I don't know if it was you who asked for it. Literally on Friday, long from 94, take profit at 125. It's already almost done. Let's go. See, we've had some subscribers that I've missed. Mayan Badar, Director Traveler, Luke Zonneveld. Dude, we sometimes will have like good numbers on the streams now, but just like the amount of just new subscribers during the live is wildly low. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with YouTube right now. It's weird. Microstrategy, put in a high and then flooped over, so we have time to look at something else quick. There's a request for 𝐂𝐴𝐽. Sure. Bring it erect. I've not looked at this in quite some time. Yeesh. Oh, that's a knife if I've ever seen a knife. Bro, this was $236 and right now it's 90 cents. Yeesh. Ugh. I can't in good conscience, like, really, you know, can't really look at this in a positive light. Dude, that's a crazy, crazy move. Yeah, but if you're itching for a play, I think that the obvious one is here. Pretty much looking for that long. We've seen this play out in other charts, so maybe this will translate. Stop below the recent lows of price action. It's a pretty big drawdown, unfortunately. But you can still get a good risk to reward, even back to like $1.60. Back to the 0.5? Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate it. I'm not taking it. Good luck. That's kind of interesting. RSI finding some kind of low. Bottoming out on this swing, and then RSI actually climbing its way back up here. This is maybe worthy of a scalp. Retaking the 50 line on the day is actually quite juicy. I just have trouble betting up on some of these, you know. They've been so down for so long. It just feels like a trap. Certainly it's a knife. Adjust accordingly. The weeks are kind of rolling over. I really, though, could see just like a pop of squeeze and then back down. 250 looks pretty reasonable, though, at some point for 𝐂𝐽. Put an alert. What alerts do we get? Dash. Tau. I wonder if this is even possible. I would not take this trade. Trading these things is a bad form. I feel like a 1-to-1 here. Let's see how that plays. We are seeing coins kind of come out of these lows, like Ondo. A lot of charts look like that, just at like all-time low, traded sideways, and they're popping up now. Maybe we should start looking for that on other charts. 𝐂𝐽 might be one. Screw you, Bitcoin. Hold the low, move back up. Let's go. How long do we have to wait? It's 1:30. I'm impatient, Bitcoin. We've been waiting for you, Bitcoin, for like 4 or 5 years now, so like rightfully so, we're impatient. You're killing false flags. Are you making videos or you're just making videos? I'll subscribe. I subscribe. Make it 81, baby. Yeah, you did. You're posting some AI stuff, I see. YouTube has been, at least from my observation on the partnered YouTube places I'm at, hiding a lot of AI content. How deep 𝐂𝐴𝐽? All the way, baby. All the way. On DEX coins, probably all crap. Same as exchange coins, probably all crap. Let's go, baby. Should you buy or sell Bitcoin? 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 goodness. $1 million question, my friend. $1 question. I mean, I would personally, gun to my head, I look for a long right now. I look for a long. Stop is so easy to pick out right here. Can be very close to price. 𝐂𝐡, CRV. I haven't looked at CRV in a while. I'll pull it up. Do I trade NQ or ES? Not really. I mean, I chart them. I analyze them. I theory craft trades on them. But nah, I don't. My love is Bitcoin, crypto. But we do look at them every day, probably. 32 cents. CRV. Didn't CRV just have like a big hack? If it just had a big hack and like bottomed out here above October's low and above 2024's low in August, really weird time to have an all-time low. If that did just happen, I would expect some upside. 32 cents, 41 cents. This 50 cent death cross up here. 5100 on the week. Juicy liquidity right there. 50 cents. Feel like a nice 2x. The fact though that if it just had that big hack, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it was something else, and didn't just do that, it might be a buy the FUD opportunity. 50 cents would be a nice target. $32. Right to that 200 day. Yeah. What is this? 𝐭𝐡, DJ 𝐂𝐫𝐈𝐆𝐍. This is 𝐭𝐡. It actually kind of slaps though. I don't have any. I might have some CRV, but James at the water cooler thinking about trading your soul for Ethereum. But soul, you say, seems technologically better in every way. What do I think? Well, I'm gonna say the unsexy thing. I've been for almost a decade hearing about this technology, that technology. It's better than Bitcoin. Doesn't seem to matter. The technology that's here is blockchain, right? And then all this other stuff we do on it, I mean, is great and is the future. We're gonna do more and more. But like, I don't know, it doesn't seem to matter. Everything is more technologically, when people like use that as an argument, than Bitcoin, but does not seem to have helped anything. Looking to trade your soul for ETH though. Soul versus ETH has been coming down since mid 25, but I mean, it's still, like for almost all of its history, minus this, it's at a good valuation. Selling soul on a downtrend is kind of against usually what I say, but I could see more downside on this pair, especially back to like 0.15. That gives a little room for profit, 17-20%. Honestly, I personally don't want ETH or soul. They both did jack shit in the bull run, like jack. They couldn't do all-time highs. I don't think that really like paints a great picture for them. I think it paints a picture of like maybe in the next bull run they have a higher low in the bear market and then they just retest the high again or get close. Or worse, they pull a Litecoin and they just don't go back. I don't know. The day that the technology, is the factor, I think is going to come eventually. But I think a lot of the technology is solving problems that don't exist, and that's why you don't see it really reflected in anything. Oh, there it is. Bitcoin right to the trend. Let's go. 8 to 300. Yeah. I mean, yeah. From the bear market low. Yeah. Certainly. But remember, that was also like FTX crash, and Sol was like all intertwined with FTX, and like, yeah, that was awesome for sure. For sure. I don't know. Sol and ETH, and not just these two, many, are falling into this, just like what all these alts look like. It's like they have one big run, one big cycle, and then that's it. It's like they never regained that hype. They never regained that frenzy, that euphoria. mean, yeah, I'm in that boat. I'm not making fun of your guys' coin. Like, I'm in that boat, bro. Like, this is, maybe it's just like, I see this and I fear for other people because I didn't think this could ever happen. It's like Litecoin had its cycle in 17. In 21, it rallied back to its all-time high, similar to exactly what we saw Ethereum and Solana, and honestly, a lot of coins too. And then what? Nothing this run. Not even half of the previous high. And I can't help but think that that's gonna happen to more coins. This is what I worry about. I'm not saying don't have Ether, Ethereum, or Ether, Solana. I definitely have Ethereum left. I sold a bunch of it conveniently at the high, but I still have some Solana, of course. Like, I'm not saying that I would abandon them altogether. I just think that there's new information from this cycle that needs to be in that logic loop. And so your plan needs to adjust accordingly. If I was looking at these, I'd probably be looking for like a spot to get out that's below all-time high to like rotate back into Bitcoin, probably. That's how I would do it. We haven't looked at Ethereum at all. Let's pull up Ethereum. NVO, yeah, we can look at NVO. My bad, man. I did mean to look at it. Got distracted. Like, you look at Ethereum. Ethereum got lucky and was like lucky. It was like the exception. Definitely Ethereum was not super hyped in 2018. People were not really huge Ethereum fans. There was like some Ethereum love. But it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't like Litecoin in 2017. It was like the poster child. And then Ethereum was like the poster child in 2021 after everyone effing hated it. Everyone hated Ethereum. People were like, F Ethereum, I hate it. All the way through 2020. It wasn't until 21 and people were like, Ethereum's the NFTs, blah, blah, blah. And then look what happened. It did the same thing Sol did here. It's like it hit its hype cycle. Like, it hit its hype cycle high and then just didn't do anything. I mean, the good news, the positive, is that likely gonna paint a higher low. That is good. That does give opportunity to make positions back to that high. I don't know, man. It's just a really punishing thought to not be in Bitcoin. Like, it's just an incredibly punishing thought right now. Any day now, dominance. I also think that dominance is still doing this. After all this time, I still think dominance is going to rally. My receipt from Opus Clip. God, where are the shorts? Start clipping. Clip me to fame like clavicular. Clipvicular. It's pretty crazy that people have established like entire followings and like fame. Oh wow. Like fame just from clipping. Damn, this is super old. This was way before the run. This was way before the run. Oh shit, this is old TA. I know this is way before the run because for the longest time I was looking for a 2019 mid-cycle repeat where we saw a pump that retraced before moving up. Damn. You can see my aim was a little high. Maybe it was, my aim was a little high. Damn, that's really old. It's a really old chart. That's from like 2023. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. When you remove Tether from Bitcoin dominance is not only trending up, not only has it been trending up since April, but it is it actually breaking right now, today? Literally today, breaking January's high. So not only in an uptrend locally, like actually in an uptrend, dominance is looking to move higher. I'd be very careful with alt entries still. Burn. Where are we at? Brent is still dicking around. I still think Brent is going to break highs again today. If not, just this week, whatever. Bitcoin, right, exactly. Back to the trend, another higher low. Looking for that 80.5. Fearing, loathing, Bitcoin, hold 80K and run. All of my fingers, all of them are crossed. I'm gonna cross my, yes, cross everything. Cross your buttholes. It's gonna get serious. What's up? Run to mouth. Run to mouth. Could be my name. Dominances are rallied before a bull market. I didn't even see that, but I was looking at dominance and it is rallying. Like it is actually rallying. Literally. Dominance has been rallying since the end of March, start of April. Today, right now, in this moment, of all moments, breaking January's high before the leg down. It's in a real uptrend now. It was in a local uptrend, but moving higher than January 15th before the dump. Now it's in a more macro uptrend. Probably like a monthly, weekly uptrend. Let's go, boys. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Don't stop hyping the channel. Markets have gotten very spicy over the last week, really just into May, end of April, into May. That spice, I think, is going to continue. You don't want to miss a stream. We're live here daily on YouTube. There we go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly as the doodle has doodled. Let's go. Hold higher low, retest 80.5. Break 80.6, set a new daily high. Microstrategy says perhaps, yes, perhaps. Let's go, boys. God, this chair's so uncomfortable. It's crazy. It's just like all the wrong support. Let's see if I can change that. Here we go. 80.5. 80 point. There it is. Let's go. Dude, exactly as predicted. Exactly as predicted. There it is. 80.6. Break the daily high. Go. Beautiful. Beautiful price action. Take it, Corn. Now's your time. You got to put on some ground here. Bitcoin breaking to a new daily high as we have predicted and been waiting for the stream. Sitting here patiently after a fake out sell-off. Liquidity sweep now back to new highs on the day. This rally was front run by Microstrategy, breaking its daily high. Bitcoin following 23, 52, about 30 minutes behind, roughly. Go, boys. This is critical. 80.5 is just absolutely critical. You zoom out and you see why. Let's close above 80.5. Let's do it. Start throwing VWAPs on the chart to make ourselves paranoid. Let's do it. We've retaken November's low VWAP. That was big. That was actually a few days ago. About the high. All-time high VWAP. Where are we at? 84, right where that 84. 84. Yeesh. What an intimidating value. This track actually kind of slaps, doesn't it? 𝐒𝐴 he's always slapping the tracks. Let's go. Let's go. How many tests of resistance? 1, 2, 3, 4 on low time frames. We're breaking. We're going higher. Higher. That's why we need the spirit bomb. We need the spirit bomb. It's the only way. Now that I remember it, yes, 𝐒𝐴𝐻 series was the best. Saga was the best. But didn't the spirit bomb didn't the spirit bomb do nothing to like Majin Buu, didn't it? Like just did nothing after all that build up. Here we are, boys and girls, exactly as predicted. Let's go. Let's go. 80.7. Putting on ground. This is what we need. We need it. Let's go. We're taking 80.5. November's low. Bitcoin Boston. Hype it up. Fear and loathing, you were right, man. We crossed our fingers. Let's go. Let's go. That sexy girl. Now Bitcoin's like, don't look at me. I gave you a green candle. Don't look at me. I'm shy. Let's go. Let us go, boys. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Bitcoin breaking highs, breaking knees, breaking our dreams as it touches a new high and falls right back down. I mean, at this point, we should just expect it. We haven't seen Bitcoin break resistance and run in the longest time. I mean, I guess look back down at the trend. I really don't want to see this trend line retested, mostly because that low is too close to that recent low. That green needs to just keep going. Keep going. No bullshitting, dude. Bitcoin dominance and strategy, Microstrategy, breaking out with Bitcoin USD simultaneously, while oil is tapping its yearly high. Something's happening. Something spicy's happening, boys. Lock in. Lock in. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. There's going to be many a spicy stream coming. I can feel it. It's been a while. There's been a lot of unspicy streams. So we got to enjoy them when they come. Crap. Bango bang. Bango bango. The bongo bongo. That dude was the king of Congo. My mom was the bongo. Something something bongo bongo when I bongo bongo. Everybody want to be in my tree instead of me because dude, I can't find. Because I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong. I should put that song on. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. You're like, he finally snapped. Finally went crazy. I swear I didn't just make that up. Though if I did, I'd be very talented. 1 minute waves increasing. Momentum building even on the 1 minute here. Really need to see 80.2, 80.3 hold. Cannot see that. Cannot see that hit. $10 just starting to take off. Beautiful. That RSI, man. You love it. We have struggled to remain above 50 RSI for weeks on any time frame. Period. 20 curling back up. 25 breaking the high. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's juicy. Oh, it's juicy. Son of a bitch. Just go. Sailor didn't even buy. It was the first week they didn't buy. And then Bitcoin's actually moving. And Microstrategy is actually moving. I don't know what that means. I don't like it. What's up? What's up, Dark Side? I'll play that song for you guys. I have no idea, like, how it's... Bongo bong. I have no idea how... I mean, it's certainly copyrighted, but Manu Chao. Let me put this up. Manu Chao. Manu Chao. If you see this in your content ID, please don't strike us. I want to share your awesome song. I wasn't crazy.
Mama was queen of the mambo, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I start banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, cause I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong. I went to the big town where there is a lot of sound. From the jungle to the city, looking for a bigger crown. So I play my
love this dude. This guy slaps.
City, but they don't go crazy when I banging on my boogie. I'm the king of the bongo.
Oh, go up.
Baby, when I come, baby.
Yeah, me when I come.
Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town, but I'm a king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo. Hear me when I come, baby. Hear me when I come. They say that I'm a clown, making too much dirty sound. They say there is no place for little monkey in this town.
Little monkey
Nobody
in this
like to
town.
be in my place instead of me, cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm the
That's the short. I still have that open.
Hear me when I come, baby.
It's in danger.
Hear
Hear me when I come.
Banging on my bongo, all that swing belongs to me. I'm so happy there's nobody in my place instead of me. I'm a king without a crown.
Such a good song.
I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong.
Oh my god. I can't look.
Hear me when I come, baby.
King of the bongo bong. It's a 12-year-old song. It slaps.
When I come. Mama was queen of the mambo, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, last I banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, cause I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong.
No, Bitcoin does not like this song, apparently. Too bad I do.
Hear me when I come.
Manu Chao. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but dude writes some mean beats, dude. Mean beats. That's been remixed a million times. Oh no, Bitcoin, get your ass up. I was hoping we did not retest this trend line. Each time we tested, it's weakened. I said I don't like it because it's really close to this. We are very zoomed in. We're on the 1 minute, so we can relax a little here even if it breaks. But I didn't want to see that. I really wanted to keep this trending. We did just open a new hourly candle. Let's see how that closed. We closed at a new high. That's good. Hourly closed the highest hour after testing the highest point in the day intraday. Not a bad candle. I'd say actually kind of pretty set up. King without a crown when I'm beating my beak down. I'm the king of bongo, baby. So this was something we noticed quite a while ago. As we were breaking the descending high trend from the all-time high, we also saw that price was escaping the one-day Ichimoku cloud. Just another driving factor here above the cloud. We're in trend. Honestly, the daily is saying we are in trend above 78,000. I don't want to see that traded too, but saying we're in trend. Let's zoom to the 2-day. 2-day just being, wow. So we got some weak reversal signals here. That's okay. But we are now looking to, in 5 hours, close above the cloud on the 2-day. 79,000. Just drilling home the importance of this number. What is also extra spicy here is we see the cloud over here beginning to twist. When the Ichimoku cloud twists, it doesn't matter what color it is, it signifies a change in winds. Very Japanese of the Ichimoku cloud. Very mystical. A change in winds. But we can see the change in wind happened. This is 28 days before. 28 bars before. We got the change in wind right around here on the 2-day. October 16th would have been a great time to sell. We are staring down the barrel of the twist. In fact, I think any close above 78.9 is gonna cement that twist. Twists like this on big time frames do not happen very often. They're not once in a lifetime, but they don't happen too often. That is a beautiful setup. God, everything, dude, it's all the cards are down. All the cards are on the line. Everything is ready. It's in position. Dude, Bitcoin has a setup to go nuts to the upside here. But it's at these inflection points when everything is set up, all the dominoes are ready, where you have the biggest, most brutal freaking continuations too. Stressful moment. 4-day. 6-day. 5 days. Looking at 94, that nice fat flat cloud. 6-day weakness above. I mean, if we're gonna blast, dude, it all like has to happen like this month. If it doesn't happen this month, I don't think it's happening. Two weeks. So close. Damn. Just keep going, Biddy. Just keep going. Don't stop. Nice. Let's wicked up a little bit here. I mean, I don't like the equal lows here. Higher high equal low. I don't like it. It's a hard setup. But, I mean, at least it's an equal low, not a lower low. Man. It's a nail biter. Today is a nail biter. And you are here. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in today. We're going to be live again probably tomorrow. I mean, let's be real. I'll probably be live again like tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe later tonight. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your notifications on. Make sure you're in our Discord, actually, while we have a moment. Discord.gg/TomCrown. Jump in there. It's free. Chat is going 24 hours a day, 365. It never sleeps. If you sign up with any of our partners, like Femex, BYDFi, links are in the video description below. If you sign up with any of our affiliate links and help support the channel, you'll get access to our VIP rooms in that Discord for free. It's great. You'll also get me. I will help you if you ever have issues with them. That's right. That's correct. Wow, Microstrategy still looks like it's going to pump. Check out our exchange partners, Femex, BYDFi. Great exchanges, no KYC. They'll hook you up. Whew. All right, we've been live 2 hours. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to call it here and make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you're subscribed because we're likely going to be live sooner than Wednesday. Don't go anywhere. Bitcoin's finally looking bullish. Things are finally looking spicy. The whole world is holding their breath watching these charts move. Bitcoin dominance is breaking out with MicroStrategy, with Bitcoin USD. Shit's getting real. It's getting real. I love you guys. I'm glad you tuned in today. We're going to be live again. Don't miss it.